This video is being uploaded to you guys in real time. You got it. The time right now is Thursday night, 6:43 p.m. here in Vancouver, which means most of the world is 1, 2, and 3 hours ahead of us. But the date today is January 30th. And I've been wanting to get a video out to you guys, but I haven't been able to find the motivation inside of me to open up my mouth and turn my camera on outside of my van. Listen. Hear that? Yeah. I used to love the sound of rain in my van. It was one of the greatest sounds in the freaking world when I moved into my van. But now that I've been back to Vancouver after this big trip across Canada, the sound of this rain has been 30 days out of 31 days. It's been rain, and I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Now I finally get the whole snowbird thing. I get why most retired people go boop Arizona, boop California, boop Baja Mexico. I get it now. When I was here last year in the winter, it didn't bother me. Loved it. First year in the van, the other year, I loved it. It was great. Didn't care. Now I want to do what everybody else does and run to the south for the winter. So I might be doing that next winter. So that brings us to, where are you going this year, Chrome? Where's all these big fancy travels going to be taking you? Well, I don't know. I do know that I'm in Vancouver for the next few months anyway, and then I need to save while I can now. And then we are going to be bouncing off and heading into Canada again, probably May 1st. I want to leave tomorrow, but I can't because I have a daughter to visit as much as I can before we leave on the next big one, because the next trip is going to be big, like 8 months to forever. I would prefer it if I never had to come back to Vancouver, and that is the dead truth. Seriously. So before we talk about where I want to go, I want to talk to you guys about my last trip. So for those of you that are new, I just finished going from the Pacific Ocean in Vancouver to the Atlantic Ocean on the East Coast, and then all the way back here to the Pacific in 3.5 to 4 months or whatever it was. I'll never do that again. Not go to the East Coast because it was beautiful. I'll never do a trip that long again in that short of a time frame. We drove 23,000 kilometers in just about 4 months. Big mistake. You see, I treated that trip like a vacation, which means I traveled fast, I traveled hard. I shouldn't say that I didn't travel fast. The majority of my trip, we only traveled a couple hours a day, but still, it's still a lot of kilometers to travel. Meaning that when you get to a place and you only have a week there, you don't really have time to spend there, when really each province deserved at least 3 months of my time, but I honestly gave every province a couple of weeks and out we went. So when I leave on this trip, my mindset and my focus and my center before I leave is I want to move every day like I never have to turn around. Ever. I do want to travel like I'm never coming back to Vancouver. I want to travel like I have my entire life in front of me to just wander the little piece of road I have, inch by inch. Explore it and really truly get a feel for those areas. Sure, if I get bored I might drive a few hours, but I really honestly want to see the travels that I'm doing this time. That means if I only make it one province over in 7 months, then so be it. It's cheaper to travel that way because you get to see more, you get to experience more, you get familiar with what these places have to offer. You know, you get used to roads and, you know what I'm saying? Besides, the slower you travel, the lower your monthly gas budget. So this cross-Canada trip I was on this summer, I don't know what I spent on gas. What was it? Well, if you guys remember the video, $3,700 or something stupid. That's insane. That means my monthly gas bills were like $1,200, $1,500 a month. That's nuts. So this trip, if I travel less kilometers every day, which means less kilometers every month, maybe I'll keep my fuel budget at $500 a month, right? So yeah, I just want to treat this next trip like I don't ever have to return, and which means we can travel at a easy peasy pace. I probably won't do a lot of subscriber meetups on this trip, if not zero. Maybe I will at some point in some bigger cities, but I want to travel this trip without any interruptions at all. All I really honestly want to do on this one is turn my camera on and make some damn videos, and that's it. No more distractions. The reason why I'm feeling like this is Vancouver has been super distracting. That's why you guys are missing videos day after day after day. You're like, where's Chrome? I'm just over-consumed with people and getting Cruz back and forth to his laser treatments. But it's been breakfast, lunch, and dinners with people. Sure, it's great to be social, but it's very bad for business. And right now, I'm trying to save as much money as I can, so when we leave on this trip, we're at a little bit of a better financial state than we were on the last trip. Because at some point on the trip, I might have to fly my daughter out to us, which is probably going to be $1,000. Because that's what I would like to do with her, is to fly her to me when she can, or if she's allowed to, if her mom will let her. But you know, for me, that's a really exciting experience, because then that allows me not to have to drive back to Vancouver so soon, and also allows her to travel, allows her to experience Canada like most people would never get a chance to experience. Like, I could be flying her to the Yukon, or flying her to Alaska, or I could be flying her to who knows where, right? Newfoundland, maybe. But it allows me to get her a little bit traveled, which just warms my heart as a dad to know that she's like, I've been there. She'd be talking about someone in school. She's like, I've been there. I went there this summer. So that's mainly what I want to talk to you guys about, is about travel and the mistakes that I made on the last trip. Let's talk about some things that aren't so exciting. My teeth. You guys want to talk about my teeth? Let me tell you, I got a sore tooth there, son. Right there, that one. I woke up the other day and it was a bit sore, and then it got worse the next day, and then I went to the dentist yesterday. I just about said the vet. I went to the dentist, and the dentist is like, you have a little bit of tooth decay around a filling you have on this tooth. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, but I don't think that's your problem. I'm like, what do you mean? So he did this little bite down thing where he checks my bite, and he's like, I think you grind your tooth, son. I don't grind my teeth. Apparently I do. So last night I really kind of like tried to keep an eye on it. Woke up this morning, I had bite marks on the inside of my cheeks, which then made me think, I'm like, wow, man, I've noticed that before. My teeth were a little bit sore up here, probably from biting down on them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've had this feeling before too. And then it made me think about it. I used to grind my teeth back when I had my day job and I was stressed out. So I'm like, Chrome, what's going on with your stress in your world now? And I think what's happening now is my stress is coming from me not having the content in the bank like I used to. So I used to film a ton, and which means I was always ahead on videos, so it was never a stress to produce something. Like, I was never in this position having to film something quick to get a video out in order for us to continue to maintain and produce content on the channel and stay connected with you guys, you know what I mean? And this also means that it allows me to make a little bit of extra money on the video that you guys are watching today. So thank you for pressing play. I think that's where the stress has been coming from. So lately it's been like, oh, I got to make a video right now for tomorrow. Where before it was like, I just got to edit a video. I got footage. And I'm wondering if maybe that's where my stress is coming from. That, and also I don't want to be here in Vancouver. So that brings me to the next subject. I'm removing myself from Vancouver. Probably going to be bouncing out of town here tomorrow. Because the snow has eased up around this area. I might travel like we did before, a couple of weeks out, then drive all the way back here to visit my daughter for one day, and then back out again for a few weeks, and drive all the way back to see my daughter for one day. And I think we're gonna do that just to get out again, because I'm getting really busy here in Vancouver. Like, so many things are distracting me from my days. As much as those distractions are good for my soul, they're also stressful for my soul, because a lot of times when I'm out for lunch with somebody, breakfast with somebody, dinner for somebody, or chatting with somebody at the beach, and I don't have a video ready to go for the next day or any footage, it's stressful because I constantly have this on my brain. It's work for me, guys. Remember that, right? I always got to make sure that my work is complete before I can go out and play. And it hasn't been that way lately. So I'm going to be unplugging from the city, getting out for a little while, and catching up on some content, which means probably making myself feel a little less stressed, get a little bit of that stress out of the back of my neck, and maybe make me stop going while I'm sleeping, apparently. If that's not the problem, then I need a root canal on that tooth, which is double thumbs down, man. Not going to be fun, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, we're gonna let you guys go. I'm hoping that we have some really good adventures coming up here in the next stack the next stack of videos. Thanks for pressing play today. I very much need your love and support here. I love hanging out with you guys, and I sure damn well miss you guys when I don't get the chance to turn on my camera and say hello. Oh, guess what? I'm sitting on my poo bucket just because it's actually very comfortable to sit on. And if I happen to need to do a number 2, it's boom, easy peasy. Drop the pants. I could be doing a number 2 right now. You guys would never know. No, I'm actually not. See, but it's not. You're good to go. So I'm hoping these next few videos, the next week of videos, we're going to be out and about in a bush or on a boat or, I don't know, somewhere else besides here in Vancouver. Thanks for watching, you guys. This one's going to be uploaded right now. A one-cut, straight video, no editing, just bam! Done deal. And if you're looking for Cruz, I don't want to move my camera because you guys are all set up right now. So let's... There. You guys are on the Canon 80D, and if you look down right there, the little Cruzy bear. Yeah, I see him over there, little Cruzy. He's sleeping just over there. Ah, little homie is so damn cute. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and the merch company that sells all my merch sent me an email today. There's a 10% off sale on all of my Van City Van Life merch right now. I'll leave the links to that in the description of this video. I might actually go buy myself some stuff too, because believe it or not, I don't get deals. I gotta buy shirts just like you do. Right? How is that even possible? All right, you guys. See you later. I'll talk to you soon.